Hello everyone, welcome back.
Welcome back, yeah.
Welcome back to
been
season
a time.
12 of I See Bad Movies. Yay! Yeah, just when you thought we were gone forever, we come crawling back. Most of us have come crawling back.
Yeah. Hopefully the listeners have come calling back.
Yes, hopefully. It's good to hear you all again. It's good to hear us again. Isn't it?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Well, it has been some time. I've completely forgotten what we're doing. I've already said it's I See Bad Movies.
Yes.
I'm one of your hosts, Dave Keane, and I'm joined by the glassy, doll-eyed, ancient hunter of the seas.
Maybe about my teeth, maybe.
I'll save that. I'll save that for future episodes, I think. Emma Spicer.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing, Emma?
Good, yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Glad to be back.
Very glad to be back, yeah.
You sure about that?
I'm glad to be back because it means I'm better.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that's always a good sign. And long may that continue. Long may that continue. Yeah, because that's the mad thing as well, isn't it? You've had an operation.
Yes.
And by the time this episode goes out, I'll probably have had an operation as
well. You
well.
can't let me have any attention, can you?
No, I know. What is that about? Honestly.
You just didn't like me getting all the sympathy, did you?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I thought, you know what? Get rid of this kidney. I don't need it anymore.
I think we've just got to this age, haven't we, where stuff's going wrong. Our bodies are falling apart.
Yeah. And do you know who else's bodies are falling apart?
Whose?
The poor people in this week's movie.
True.
Sharknado.
Yeah. Sharknado.
It's a classic. I've seen it before. Have you seen it before?
I don't think I've seen it before.
Really? No, and we've watched a lot of bad shark movies just for fun.
We've not watched this one together,
But
have we?
we've not watched this,
I don't
no.
think I've seen it.
you
I've
know-
heard of it, obviously.
I think there are 6 Sharknado movies.
I thought you were going to say I think there's only 6 people in the world that haven't seen it.
I mean, that might also be
I've
true.
obviously heard of it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
who hasn't?
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever watched it. I
No?
might be wrong. I've
So-
got a terrible memory.
Well, in which case, shall I tell you the synopsis?
Yes.
And then you might go, oh yeah, I've seen this.
Okay.
I mean, let's face it, you say the word Sharknado, you can kind of imagine what it's
Yeah.
about. Yeah. So when a tornado brings thousands of sharks from the Mexico coast to the California coast, the population is attacked by the sharks. What a strange sentence.
Oh, who writes this stuff?
Attacked by the sharks, but not the jets. Oh no. The terrible, terrible joke. So the owner of a bar and sufferer, Finn Shepherd. Again, that's a
or
terrible... Finn.
Finn.
As in
Yeah.
Finley, but Finn.
It
Shark
sounds
Finn.
like you said Fen.
That's my Scottish accent, you racist.
No, because when you said it the second time, it did sound like Finn.
That's because
I am racist, but...
That's because I compensated for it. Because when I was a kid at
okay.
school, because I was a Scottish kid in an English school,
Yes.
they would always get me to say the word sex again and again.
Oh, okay.
Because he's saying sex. No, I'm saying sex in a
God.
Scottish accent. Racist. This is why I hate the English.
You do,
It's
don't
not.
you?
It's not for the hundreds of years of the oppression and the destruction of my culture. It's because they made me say the word sex over and over again. Anyway. Oh God.
Is it bringing back trauma?
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like I need to offer you counselling now.
No, I'll get over it. I'll just push that down and deal with that in 20 years. That was a terrible line. The owner of a bar and suffer, implying that he owns a bar and a suffer.
Yeah, which is weird because that implies some sort of kidnap situation.
Finn Shepherd, a bar owner and suffer, drives with his friends to the house of his ex-wife and daughter to save them. This is a terrible, terrible synopsis.
Where have you got this from?
IMDb. Let's just go with a really short synopsis.
Yeah, do that.
When a freak hurricane swaps Los Angeles, nature's deadliest killer rules sea, land, and air as thousands of sharks terrorize the waterlogged populace. Yeah, I know. There you go. That was so much better and easier, wasn't it? Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, I was going to say, Claudio Carvalho wrote the first one. He's from Rio de Janeiro. But
Okay.
if you go on IMDb, the amount of plots that are written by Claudio Carvalho
Okay.
He must just go through so many different movies on IMDb and update the plots for them.
Why?
Just, I'd like to know. Can I click on him? No, you can't click on the user to see what plots they've written. I reckon it would just. Is he preempting our movies?
Maybe.
Is he?
Maybe he's onto us.
Is he precognitive? Is this like Minority Report, but for I see bad movies? That would be amazing. Although we don't talk about Minority Report because it's got Tom Cruise in it.
Oh yeah.
Right, Emma. Shall we see if we're going to be focused on the good or the bad of this film?
Yes.
Because I haven't completely forgot what we do.
Okay.
Right. Oh, but in our absence, I have gotten better at flicking the coin.
Yeah. You've been practicing,
That's not a
you?
euphemism. Right. So, do you think good or bad?
Good.
Oh, nothing. Some things don't change though. The bad, I'm
bad.
afraid. It's the bad. So we're going to focus on the bad.
Surely there can't be anything bad in this.
Well, you would think and hope. There are certainly some really daft bits that I seem to remember. No, I won't spoil it.
No, don't.
I won't
I'm
spoil
pretty
it.
sure I
Because
haven't watched it.
one bit that I remember is right near the end of the film. So I won't spoil it at all. Right, shall we go watch this film?
Let's do it.
Well, welcome back, Emma. We've just watched Sharknado.
We have, and I don't think I'd watched it before.
No.
I don't remember. I would remember, wouldn't I?
I think it is a film you would remember
Yeah.
you'd seen because it's one of those classic bad movies. It's just part of the zeitgeist. Zeitgeist now, not zeitgeist.
Yeah.
I know. If it was zeitgeist, it'd be zeitgeist. I may just cut all that.
You won't.
I won't. Interesting film, isn't it?
It is very interesting, yeah.
But I can see why it's become a cult classic.
Yeah, I did quite like it.
Yeah.
I have got bad notes.
I've got a lot of bad notes. There's a lot of things I've really disliked about the film, but also they're the
overall-
reasons why I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, overall, I think it was a good watch.
Yeah.
A good bad watch, sorry. But I have got some bones to pick with it, yeah.
Yeah, and I found it difficult finding good things about the film, even though I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a strange.
It is one of those
mixed
strange
bag.
ones, isn't it? Because some movies we're like, yeah, that was absolutely awful. Dish
Yeah.
Dogs. And
Yep.
you can just write it off and go, we even turned that one off, didn't we? It was
Yeah.
like, why are we even doing this to ourselves? Like
I
this,
will add,
you
we
know.
haven't reviewed Dish Dogs.
No,
if
we
anyone's
haven't,
going
but we
back
have
over our
watched it
back
for
catalogue, yeah, we watched it
quite
for fun.
And it wasn't very fun. And then you've got like movies like Snakes on a Plane or Poltergeist, brilliant,
Yep.
fantastic. Give me 14 of them. And there's no,
Fantastic. Give me 14.
but there's no like doubt in your mind, is there? It's like, oh, that was really good. Oh no, that was really awful. This one, I agree with you. It was like, I don't hate it,
Yep.
but it ain't going up there with Snakes on a Plane.
No, true. I wonder how much money this film made, because it seems to be all...
Oh, I don't know. We normally look things like that up, don't we?
Yeah. It cost $2 million to make, but I don't know how much it has made. That's the main thing. Do you want to... Let's go through the plot of the film, right? So the movie starts, we're actually off the coast of Mexico here, and we're on the ship of a shark fin smuggler / poacher / contraband fella called Captain Carlos Santiago. Don't worry about remembering that name, because he doesn't last. His ship is caught in a hurricane, right? Which is interrupting his meeting with a potential buyer of shark fins. And this is where we find out basically that he's smuggling these shark fins for whatever market that he's smuggling them for. But the buyer's like, oh, you don't have that many. I'm not giving you $1 million for these shark fins. And he's like, yeah, but there's a shoal of 20,000, a shoal of sharks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think sharks go in shoals, especially 20,000 deep, right?
Yeah.
But this is what's telling us there's 20,000 sharks in this concentration that we have here. But there's a hurricane, blah, blah, blah. A firefight ensues between the buyer and Captain Santiago before the tornado is throwing shark after shark onto the boat, taking out the crew, taking out the buyer, and ultimately scooping Captain Santiago up into the eye of the hurricane,
Yeah.
where he is obliterated by different sharks. Boom, done. Smash cut now to Los Angeles, Santa Monica Beach. Sorry, not Bay. Very famous with the Santa Monica Pier there as well, which I think is Los Angeles, isn't it? But anyway, it's very close to Hollywood and all
about
that.
American geography.
I did look at the map because there was one bit in the film where they're like, we'll go to Hollywood and then we're going to go up to Van Nuys, and that's actually quite a logical route that they went.
So it did make sense.
So it did make sense. So props to them for the
doesn't always
geography.
in these movies.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because when we watched Beneath Loch Ness, like literally the guy's picked up in some desert, gets a helicopter, and then we next see him in Scotland.
I can never remember.
Very strange.
Which one it is, but there's a Indiana Jones movie, and I can't remember what the countries are. There's a point in Indiana Jones movie where he gets to a signpost, and it's two countries on this same signpost that are nowhere near each other. And I can never remember what it is, and I think I tried to look it up when we were watching the movie, and I couldn't find it. But I always think of that, and I think, I wish I could remember where it was, because it's like nowhere, it's not even like, it's not countries that border each other, it's not countries that are anywhere near each other in the world, and you're like, there would never be a signpost anywhere that would have those two countries on it. And you don't get many signposts that have like two different countries on it anyway, do you? You
don't, unless you go to Land's End. And
okay.
then you've got that signpost that tells you from Land's End, like, I don't know, 400 miles to London, 2,000 miles to New York that way.
Oh, okay.
You get them like there, but just you're not going to get a signpost like that you rock up to in the middle of the road. It ain't going to happen. No,
but I can never work out. Yeah, I can never remember which Indiana Jones movie it is even. I think it's one of the newer ones, but yeah, I always think of that with when you've got any sort of movie of anything like that. I always think of that. But I can't remember which countries it is.
Do you know what is missing from films? When people are travelling, it cutting to a map and seeing a line,
which they do in Indiana Jones,
across,
don't they?
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
You don't see that in films anymore.
No, that's quite a nice little touch in Indiana
It is a
Jones,
nice touch.
actually.
It would be nice to have seen them cut to like a map of Los Angeles and them driving across and sharks.
The shark population in that area.
Just
welcome to New York, shark population 1.
Sorry, it'd be welcome to New York.
New York,
eh? So we have a smash cut to Santa Monica Pier, Santa Monica Beach. Maybe.
Who knows?
We've got. This is where we're introduced to Finn and his friend Baz. Now, Finn is a surfer. I'm a bit strange in this film. His background, he gives this kind of at one point Latin kind of phrase about always being prepared, but I don't think he was a Boy Scout. I wonder if they're trying to allude that he's ex-army. I really, really don't know, but that doesn't all matter because ultimately the hurricane hits Los Angeles and will be very, very shortly flooding the whole city with shark-infested water. But Finn, who is a bar owner and professional surfer, then is going to set out with his friends Baz, Nova, and George. Now, Nova is the waitress in his bar. Yeah. George is a barfly who, played by a really famous actor. Well, a well-known actor. He was certainly a more well-known actor than what you'd expect in a film like this, but also...
And we worked out who he was, and I've forgotten now. Yeah,
I know. I looked it up and everything, but I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what he was in. I do have IMDb up, so let me have a very quick look.
Something that...
John... Oh, he's the dad in Home Alone.
Yes,
he's the Home Alone dad. That's it, John Held. Yeah. I had to look at a picture of him to get that. I mean, he was in Big as well. He was the smarmy executive opposite Tom Hanks' character.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean...
He's probably been in quite a few
very
things.
Well-known actor.
Well, I'd say he's well-known.
A bit of a character actor.
Everyone's seen Home Alone and Big, haven't they?
Yeah, I would say so. And if you haven't, finish this episode and go watch it, you know. Or don't. Live your own life however you want to.
Make your own choices.
Yeah, I'm not the boss. They jump in a car with Finn, so Baz, Nova and George, because they want to go and rescue his estranged wife, April, and their teenage Claudia,
Claudia?
teenage daughter Claudia, after the bar and the boardwalk are all destroyed by the flooding completely. Now, on the way to heading to April's home, the group stop on a freeway to save people as flooding causes sharks to attack. In this time, George is killed, and the group also learns of a tornado warning. Now, they arrive at April's house just before the first floor is flooded and is shark infested. We find out that they are, his ex-wife, but they are estranged wife, not ex-wife, sorry. They are still married. It's not a good split, and he doesn't seem to have a very good relationship with his daughter. Certainly seems to have a better relationship with his son that we meet later. April, played by Tara Reid of American Pie, and maybe other films, but I've not seen her in anything else other than American Pie. She has a new boyfriend called Colin. Now, he's eaten by sharks, okay? And there's a great scene when he dies. It's one of my favourite scenes of the whole film.
Yeah.
And the rest of the group escape unharmed from the house, but the house is flooded. It's up on a hill, mind you, but it's flooded. Okay.
It's like Peppa Pig World. Yeah. When they have rain, the water just goes right up to the top of the hill.
And the house gets flooded and causes it to collapse. Now, this is the major problem I find with American architecture. These houses are all built with wood.
Yeah,
our houses are built with bricks.
Yeah, they do have a lot of timber frame, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of timber frame.
We do timber frame sometimes and brick, don't we?
Yeah.
There's normally brick over here, isn't there? And if you go to
we have brick with a timber frame roof.
And if you go to the West Country, proper big stone buildings.
Yeah.
They're the real buildings, aren't they?
British buildings won't collapse in a Sharknado.
No.
I bet you. Just something to think of, America. Just something to think of. But yeah, the house collapsed. So this now, in the car, we have Finn, Claudia, April, Nova, and Baz. And they are going to Van Nuys. I don't quite remember how it's pronounced.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It is a place in north of Hollywood, if I remember when I was looking at the map. North of Hollywood, north of the Hollywood Hills. Because we find out that Finn has a son called Matt. And Matt is training to be a pilot of some kind.
Yeah, is he in the army?
I don't.
Or is he just training to be a pilot?
I think he's just training to be a pilot.
Yeah,
but
you might be right.
They're on ultimately they we're not quite there yet, but they do. It's like a private airstrip, and I don't know if it's like a pilot school he's at.
Must be. They've got like a few planes, haven't they? And a big hangar, and then like
a helicopter.
Yeah,
because if you're learning to fly a plane, you obviously have to learn how to fly a helicopter.
You might as well.
They're interchangeable skills.
Yeah,
they fly the same, don't they?
It's like a bike and a tricycle.
Forward for up, back for down, or something. I honestly don't know.
Same thing.
Yeah, but so they decide to travel there to also rescue Matt. Bearing in mind they're like miles from the coast, but of course the tornadoes. The tornadoes don't care about how far from the coast you are. Anyway, but as they travel, they come across a school bus trapped in the floodwaters, surrounded by sharks. Finn, he stops to save the children and the bus driver by rappelling down to the bus from a bridge. I mean, he's got all the skills you need.
I want to talk about that scene.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. The only fatality from the bus is the bus driver. When the Hollywood sign shears off in the tornado and does something. I don't know if you want to talk about that part as part of the scene. No,
it wasn't.
This is just after the scene. So yeah, the bus driver is killed by a letter from the Hollywood sign. There you go. Not the way you expect someone to die in a shark movie, but points for inventiveness, I suppose. Now Nova's driving the car. A shark. I love this bit. A shark lands on the top of the car and just rips the roof off. Finn cuts his hand. But the group does abandon the car before it explodes. It just explodes. Randomly.
It's like Taken 3, where things just explode in the place, and Liam Neeson's just walking away. He comes out of a lift shaft at one point that's exploded, and he just walks away, not a scratch on him. And a car, I think, exploding car that he's in.
Yeah.
And you're like,
just gone.
Yeah, okay, it's movie land.
Just absolutely gone. I know.
They always, every time there's a crash of any kind of vehicle in a movie, it blows up, doesn't it? That doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, and there's a really great scene in the movie Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where his character is a movie character who comes into the real world.
Yeah.
And he gets his gun and he shoots at the petrol tank of a car.
Yeah. And
the car doesn't explode, and he's like, "What?
Like, what's going on?
Like, what? That's supposed to explode?" Yeah. So that, which, and also, and there's another great TV series in the UK. I think it was called Hollywood Science, where an actual scientist and Robert Llewellyn, the guy who played Crichton in Red Dwarf, tested out the science stuff from movies.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a great series. There's one movie, I can't remember what it's called. I don't think it's Deep Blue Sea, but there's one where there's a woman standing in like a lab, and she's standing on top of something, and she puts an electric cable in the water to kill a shark or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Deep Blue Sea, but it's a movie like that.
Okay.
With shark attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this season's all about shark movies.
Did we not say that?
No, we didn't say that. We just said we're watching Sharknado.
We forgot
But
what we're doing.
Yeah, there we go.
We didn't say the theme of. I'm sure people would work it out, but
yeah.
We probably should have said that in the
It's shark
intro.
season. It's shark
season. Yeah.
Not Shark Week.
We're going to need a bigger podcast.
This movie is full of Jaws lines like that.
Yeah.
They actually say at one point we're going to need a bigger car, something like that. Yeah. Gonna need a And you can help us with that, dear listeners, by spreading the word. There's a section where they find a liquor store, but nothing really particular interesting happens in the liquor store. So, except the car's destroyed. When they're in the liquor store, they spot a movie car rental place. So, renting cars for movies, I should say. They steal a car from there, and they get to the aerodrome. Yeah, it's an aerodrome, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
They get to the aerodrome, and they meet Finn and April's son, Matt, who's found taking shelter at his flight school. Now, 3 tornadoes develop and absorb the floodwater, turning into shark-filled Sharknadoes. Hey, that's the name of the film! Yay. Hey! Now, the group then find themselves going to a nearby hardware store. Yeah. It's like a hardware store, isn't it? And they borrow equipment from the nearby hardware store. Matt and Nova become attracted to each other, which I think is really weird, because all the way through the movie, Nova
flirting with his dad,
is crushing on Finn,
which is weird.
And clearly the dad isn't interested in her.
Well, no, because she is young enough to be his daughter, which is weird, isn't it?
And then she instantly then is the attraction with the son. That's just wrong. I know. That is weird, isn't it? That's not me being like...
What would be weirder is if the dad went for it, because if you're old enough to be someone's parent, I do think that's wrong.
I think that's quite wrong.
I think it's weird. I know there's loads of couples that have got a big age gap, but when you're old enough to be someone's parent, I mean 10 years or something, okay, but if you're
in your 40s and that person's in the early 20s,
especially when they're young, yes, it does matter on age as well, because if you're like 40 and 60, you're fully grown adults.
I think that's fine. Fully grown adults, you can make a decision at that age. If
someone's 20, 25 and you're 40, 45, you probably should be looking at them as a youngster. Yeah. Like, if I look at people now that are that age, I mean, I remember meeting my niece's boyfriend. How old were they when they got together? Like 18 or 20, maybe 20, something like that. Yeah. I think he was maybe 20 when I first met him. And I remember saying to my sister, did 20-year-olds look like that when we were 20? Because he looks like a young boy. But it's just because I'm old now. But I remember looking at him thinking, he looks like a little boy. Like, that's not, I don't mean that in a really horrible way. But to me, he just looks so young. Yeah. I could never look at somebody that young and think they're hot because they just look like a little boy. Yeah. Like, and I obviously am old enough to be their mum as well. So that's just like, no. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Brady had a teacher that I was old enough to be his... When he first started secondary school, his form tutor was like 22 or 23 or something. I was like, I literally could be his mother. I'm old enough to be his mother, and that's weird because he's a teacher. But it's like, it would be weird to date somebody that I'd be old enough to be their parent. Yeah. It's not okay. I got reeled in by a reel on Instagram. Yeah. Right? It was a couple, and it was like, it was a couple of people. I was thinking it was something like,
we weren't always 30 and 25.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Go back
29
12
and 24.
25.
And it went back, and then it got to like she was 18, he was 23.
Yeah, stop now.
And then it was 22, 17, and then it was 21, 16, 20, 15. And then you go back further and further and realise, oh my God, they're brother and sister.
Yeah, thank God.
Phew.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in the comments was like,
But you do
you could
also
tell
get,
who hadn't watched the whole reel before they went in and commented.
But you do also get couples that are maybe like, I don't know, 25 and 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, they'll do a video and they'll say, oh, we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary. And you're like, whoa.
Excuse me?
You were 15. He was a fully grown adult. Like, you do get those that are genuine. I think they don't realise when they say that, people are going to quite easily do the maths.
Yeah.
And you might be legal now, but I don't think that a lot of those relationships don't start off legal when they're that much younger.
Or they're like 25 and they're like 50 whatever, and it's like, oh, after all this time, finally got together with my youth minister.
Yeah. It's
like,
if you've known somebody as a child,
yeah,
you should never be in a relationship with them as an adult. That is not okay.
That's grooming.
This is
101.
getting into the famous one is Aaron Taylor Johnson, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
He was like 17, I think, when they met on a movie that she directed. I think he was 17. He was underage. Like, well, he was legal to have sex, but obviously 18 is adult.
Yeah.
She was like, what, 14? He was 17 or something? Sorry, but no.
That's just...
And then very, very quickly, they were an item. And very quickly, she was pregnant. And very quickly after that, they were married. And it was like, okay, he's a young boy that's thinking with,
Yeah.
I'm getting laid. That's all they're thinking at that age.
Yeah.
It's very easy to groom somebody at 17.
Yeah, it is.
You're wet behind
I mean,
you
I'm
don't know what's going
assuming.
on.
It's very easy to groom someone. Yeah, it is.
Well.
I mean...
But I know how naive I was at 17.
yeah. God, yeah.
You know nothing about the world or who you are, or
Yeah.
it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, everyone hates her, don't they? Like,
I would never, ever, at the age of 19, end up in a relationship with a 20-year-old woman, 28-year-old woman. No, never, never.
I just think there's something really wrong when you've got like, they're actually quite unique because it does seem to be more older men, younger women, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
If you're in your 40s and you're looking at a 20-year-old in a sexual way, there's something. And it's normally immaturity.
Yeah.
But there's something wrong with if you could be old enough to be someone's parent.
Yeah,
just don't even go. Why would you?
And what have you got to talk about?
Like that? Exactly, you've got nothing in common.
What have you got to talk about?
You're totally different generations. You're in totally different parts of your life. Like, it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel
Obviously
like
it works for some
I
people.
feel like there's numbers to call.
Yeah. I
for
feel
support.
like as well when it is that way round.
Affecting you.
Well, either way round, I guess. If that was my child, I wouldn't be very happy about it.
Yeah, I'd be having words.
If one of your daughters came home to you and was like in their 20s and was like, oh, this is my new boyfriend, he's the same age as you, you'd be like, oh, hang on a minute, I need to have a word with you, mate.
Whoa.
What do you think you're doing?
I tell you, and if I knew them, it'd be even worse.
Oh, that would be 10 times worse. But you would
murder them.
You would be having a word with him, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be just like, oh, okay, same age, like.
Yeah, and it would very much go like this. What the fuck are you playing at?
Yeah.
What are you playing at?
You are literally old enough to be her dad because you're the same age as me and I am her dad. Yeah, it's wrong.
But then if they turn around and go, oh, no, wait, you look so much younger, I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, this is how. Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm just dreading it, my kids dating, because I just think, you know me, I can't hide if I don't like somebody.
No, absolutely.
I find it very difficult to hide it. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face will.
Wait, is that why you look at me like that sometimes? Oh, yeah. God damn it. Oh, I don't take hints very well. So it's very, very clear that Matt and Nova are becoming attracted to each other, which is a much more age-appropriate relationship.
It is. But weird if you also made it in the office you fancy his dad.
Yeah, because it just feels like you're still maybe Nova trying to get a bit close to dad here. Yeah. Now, Matt and Nova decide that they're going to stop the threat of the incoming Sharknadoes by tossing bombs into them from a helicopter. Which, if you explode a bomb inside a, tornado, the pressure will equalise and you get rid of the tornado. Obviously. Who wouldn't have thought of that? They do ultimately destroy 2 of the tornadoes, but they are unable to stop the third one. As Nova's fighting off a shark that's latched onto the helicopter, yes, this happens. She falls out of the helicopter directly into another shark's mouth. No biting, no chewing, straight in.
Yep.
It's just like...
Just swallowed whole, yeah.
Just have that, thank you very much. Matt is obviously heartbroken.
Of course, yeah, because they've known each other for 5 minutes.
Yeah, love of his life, gone.
They do fall in love quickly in movies,
Shark
don't they?
bait, straight away. Yeah, they do. Baz, if we remember Baz, Finn's friend, is also lost in the storm, along with Matt's friends, Bobby and Llewellyn. I didn't even realise they had names. I just
neither did I, actually.
read them there.
Llewellyn,
Ultimately,
you don't hear that very often, do you, that name?
No, Llewellyn. Yeah. It's spelled Luellyn. I wouldn't have...
Oh, okay.
I'd have imagined it was Lou, Lou hyphen Ellen.
Ellen, yeah.
Not Llewellyn,
as in...
which is like a bastardisation of the Welsh name Llewellyn.
Yeah, I was going to say, there used to be Llewellyn, a male.
Yeah. Which isn't that Welsh for William Llewellyn?
Yeah.
I don't know for definite.
Something very similar to that. But yeah, it wasn't spelled like that anyway.
Yeah. So ultimately, Finn destroys the last Sharknado with a bomb attached to his car, and the sharks begin to plummet to the ground. However, one falling shark flies directly toward the remaining members of the group. Finn jumps into its mouth with a chainsaw and cuts his way out. He emerges carrying an unconscious but otherwise unharmed Nova. Matt is reunited with Nova, and Finn gets back together with April, and the people of Los Angeles are left dealing with the aftermath.
Yeah.
And there you go. That was Sharknado. I mean, a lot more happens in the film than that, but that's ultimately...
That might have been one of your quickest run-throughs.
I think it was, actually. Yeah, I think it was. I did cut out quite a lot of the preamble of the film and that.
Yeah.
And we even had a wee mini rant in the middle of it.
We did, didn't we? We did
So
like to go
I was quite impressed with that.
off topic, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So did you have lots of bad things?
I do have bad things, yeah. I've got bad scene, bad lines, I've got a bad death, I've got a bad special effect, a bad character, another bad death, and a new one.
Okay. What's your new one?
Continuity.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
But not the continuity of, they're smoking a cigarette in this scene that's short, and then it's long, and then it's short, and then it's long. It's an injury inconsistency, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
An injury inconsistency, which is very... Yeah. So I wouldn't call it continuity. I would just call it an inconsistency, I think, in something that happened. Shall I start with that?
Yeah.
But what have you got first before I start it?
I've got scene, special effects, line, stunt, and I've got a new one as well. Bad character name.
Oh.
We've had bad character before, haven't we?
A bad character name?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe we'll go to bad character name.
And then your continuity.
Yeah, let's go with the bad character name because I'm intrigued.
So the main person in it is called
okay.
Finn.
Okay.
And I just think, I know, they're trying to be funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it was just so lame.
It is lame, isn't it?
Even for Finn. A bad movie, it was like, oh, come on.
I know.
It just made me cringe a bit. I didn't think it was funny. I just thought,
It would be like calling them Great White, you know what I mean? It's so on the nose.
Okay, yeah. It's too... They could have been more clever with it, maybe.
Yeah.
If they were going to do something like that. Something that you didn't immediately get, but later on you went, okay.
Yeah.
That's why he's called that. But yeah, it was too, like you said.
I mean, I don't know what it would be.
That would be
know, but yeah, we're not professional film writers.
Tiger shark. But if you can't think of a clever one, don't put it in there.
Yeah.
Just call him Dave or something.
Dave.
Because most characters in the movies watch are called Dave.
They're always Dave. There's a whole slew of Emmas in films.
Yes.
Very early on, there was loads of Emmas in the
I don't know why we
watched.
say that as if we're surprised. Both our names are really common, especially for our sort of age.
Yeah.
At school, I think we talked about this before, but in primary school, I was one of 5 Emmas in every class.
Yeah, there were a lot of Emmas in my
I imagine you had a lot of Davids.
Yeah.
There was only... Oh,
No,
okay.
there was only one other David in my year. There were lots of James. Lots of James.
I think there were 10 girls' names and 10 boys' names when we were little.
That was it. That was it.
Because there was always more than one of a lot of the names as well.
And then someone introduced Chardonnay, and the whole thing.
Yeah,
went
I don't
wrong.
think I had any unusual names in my primary school class. I think there was it was like, I had a Dan, two Martins.
Martin?
Yeah,
oh,
two Martins.
You don't hear a Martin much anymore.
Who else did we have? Now I can't remember any of their names, but it was all like the Christophers, the Daniels, the things like that. All those names that were just like the bog standard boys' names.
Gary. You don't hear of a Gary
no,
anymore,
I didn't.
do you?
And I didn't have a Gary actually.
Did you not?
Don't think so.
For Ashford, I'm surprised there wasn't a Gary.
I'm trying to think. There was somebody with a bit of an unusual name, and I can't remember what his name was now.
Because it was that
Totally
unusual.
gone out of my head. Things like Wayne were quite common.
Oh yeah, there were loads of
yeah,
Waynes.
but it's like Christopher's, James, Daniels, all the like boys' names that are still
Nicholas.
going, aren't they?
There was lots of Nicholas.
Yeah.
Hannah was a very common name.
Louise.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just like there was just like your bog standard names, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like there wasn't much imagination. It was just kind of like you got 10 boys' names, 10 girls' names. Pick
Claire.
one. Everyone's middle name's going to be Louise or Jane.
Yeah.
Don't bother with anything else.
Oh my God, yes.
If you're a girl, it's Jane or Louise. It wasn't very imaginative, but I do think we've gone too far the other way because now people are calling their kids all sorts of stupid shit.
Oh, and also here is a major warning to anyone who's thinking of having children.
Yeah.
Make sure you've either watched the full series of the TV show or read the full book series before you name your child after a character in a TV show or a book, because if that character then does something that is not great, your child has that name.
It's extremely difficult to name your child now because there are so many names.
Yeah. I told you what happened when we named my son Tommy. Our next door neighbour was pregnant at the same time, but they were a little bit further along. And they were like, "Oh, have you thought of any names for your son?"
Yeah.
Because they knew we were having a boy. And Tricia was just very innocently said, "Oh, yeah, we're thinking of calling him Thomas, but Tommy for short."
Yeah.
And
never tell people your names.
Her child was born, and you'll never guess what she called him.
Thomas?
Thomas. Yep.
Never tell people your names.
I just thought, and we were like, "Oh, God, what do we do? Do we change the name?" And I said, "No, we don't.
No.
We're not going to live next to them forever."
Exactly. And also, that was your name. That
was
wanted,
the name we chose.
so,
yeah. I just thought, who does that?
I know.
Goes, "Oh yeah, I like that name. I'll use."
Well, me and my sister
right
were
next
pregnant
door
at the same time, both with boys.
Yeah.
And they're like 6 weeks apart, the boys.
Aye.
And we didn't tell each other names because we deliberately didn't want to be like, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
but you're going
yeah.
to have it. So, and we didn't want to have that issue, and we didn't want to have the we just didn't want to have like if she said a name that I thought, "Oh, I really liked that," or I was thinking of having that, and we didn't want it to then be like, "Oh, I've nicked your name" or whatever. So we didn't tell each other names, and then Brody was born first.
Yep.
And I announced, "Oh, this is Brody," and then my sister told me much later. She was like, "Oh, we had settled on Jodie for a boy."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'd settled on Jodie, but then when you said Brody, we were like, "We can't have Brody and Jodie."
Brody and Jodie.
So they changed this to Jaden. But I was like, yeah, that would have been really shit. But also, if we'd have told each other beforehand, it also would have been like, okay, who's going to budge? Because we didn't know which one was going to be born first either, because we were very close in like due dates. So it was like, okay, glad we didn't tell each other, because otherwise it would have skewed both of our names. Probably have ended up picking different names, or I don't know.
Do you know what? I reckon you should have had a celebrity death match for it.
Yeah.
Fight to the death.
But do you know what else people do that really pisses me off? If people say their baby name, everyone has an opinion on it. Oh no, I don't like that. And it's like, if you just announce the baby's name when the baby's born, no one says anything, because they're like, well, that's just their name.
Do you know?
Whereas if you say it beforehand, people have their opinions, and then it puts you off stuff.
Do you know who I reckon must find it really difficult naming a child? Teachers. Yeah. When they have their own child, because they must be like, I taught a little shit called this name, that name. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's hard as well, because you'll think of a name and you think, oh, I knew you called that, and they were annoying, or like it is difficult. And then you've got to think about initials and nicknames. Although I've done BS with Brody, and that's bullshit, isn't it? But
it is.
But I work with somebody who's BJ, and that's worse.
Oh no! Oh.
So you've got to think about stuff like that as well, and then especially when the teenagers take the piss out of each other.
I mean, having your kid named after Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh. Oh.
But yeah, it's, you know, It is difficult. It is tough.
It is tough naming kids.
Because you've got to think, like, you know, I went for Brody partly because it was quite unusual at the time. It wasn't popular. Now I hear a few of them and it's getting more popular. But also I thought, nobody will be able to shorten that.
No,
because I didn't really want my kids' names being shortened.
And one thing I would say is, right, do you know who thought more about names than us at this moment? Not the writers of Sharknado.
No, they didn't, because they just went with Finn.
They just went with Finn. I feel like I brought that back.
Do you feel
I think that was a good bring back.
Yeah.
That was a good bring back.
Yeah,
bring back?
Name. Shit
name. Yeah, it really is. And actually quite a shit character.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I mean,
as your big hero, he's
a
bit of a knob.
Very heroic.
No, he's not. He's not. I have there's one of my bad lines is something he says.
Yeah.
Which I just thought, what a fucking dick thing to say. Absolutely terrible thing to say, but we will come to that. So yeah, new thrown in category there. Bad name, Finn.
Bad character
Agree
name,
entirely.
Okay, what was
So my inconsistency is Baz, right?
Okay.
Finn's friend. Very early in the film, right, we see Baz and Finn out surfing. Now, Finn is surfing, Baz is on a, what they call, jet ski.
Yeah.
He's on a jet ski, right? And this is when the shark attack happens. So Baz has his leg grabbed by, the stock footage shows what looks like a great white shark. Now, I'm not a shark expert, but it looks like a great white shark.
Yeah.
It could be any other type of shark, but I've seen great whites in movies, and they might be showing you different sharks entirely, but it looked like a great white.
Yeah.
So, but Baz has a great white grab his leg and is nibbling away for a not inconsiderable amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? If you imagine the bite power and the rows of teeth from a great white shark, okay?
Yeah.
Right? When he's on the beach, having been dragged back by Finn, right, it's like Finn's talking about getting a tourniquet put on this leg and everything.
Yeah.
Right? Later that day, after the shark attack on the beach, Baz is just sitting in the bar like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, and all through the film, they do mention that his bad leg, but
yeah,
a shark nibbling your leg for that long, you ain't got a leg left.
But also, you haven't got a leg left, but if you did by some miracle have a leg left, you've got a massive open wound.
Yeah.
So A, you'd be in agony.
Yeah.
B, they end up trawling through a load of water, don't they?
Yeah.
Infection. Like that would sting like a bitch.
That man
and you
should
would get
be
infected.
in the hospital.
Yeah, that man would not be moving around like he was.
Yep.
And
I don't care.
Yeah, people do have shark bites and survive, but they're not. Yeah. They're not being bitten for a considerable amount of time. I imagine they've been bitten. They've got away somehow.
And as far as I'm aware, great whites don't go on you. It's like snap.
Yeah, I mean they've got like 3 rows of teeth, haven't they, sharks? And they're sharp teeth. Mm-hmm. That and that's getting through flesh. That's the whole point, is that they can tear things apart and eat them.
Yeah, he ain't walking on that leg.
No.
Yeah, so I
wouldn't imagine so. Yeah, because even if it just bit you, but you saved your leg, you must have nerve damage and
and
blood
I had
loss
to check.
and
I had to check to see if it was like a couple of weeks later. It wasn't. It's the same day.
Yeah.
It's the same day.
Yeah.
Very. That there's something about that moment that took me out of it more than the shark tornado.
If we're gonna pick these sorts of movies apart for inconsistency, we ain't never getting through a movie.
That's true. That's true. That is where I stopped it, though. I didn't check up anymore.
How many times a movie do we say it's movie land? Anything can happen. Remember that.
Fair point. Fair point.
Not very true to real life.
Where do you want to go next?
Should we do scene?
Yeah, go on, because I've got one scene.
I've got 2.
Okay.
One, I haven't got much to say about this one. It's just, so initially when they first realise there's sharks in the water in the very beginning, they're running out of the water and they're shouting. Well, no, they're shouting from the water, actually, I think. They're shouting from the water to everyone on the beach, because the beach is packed with loads of people just sunbathing and stuff. And they're like, sharks, like trying to warn people. And at first I was like, oh, why aren't they moving? They're just sitting there. And then you made the very good point well, sharks don't come onto the beach and walk. Like once they're out of the water, although we looked this up, and once they're out of the water, they can live for up to an hour.
Yeah.
But they ain't getting very far on the beach, are they? So as long as you're not right by the sea.
Yeah.
Although they can jump, but they're not.
Yeah, but I think they can only jump like we looked it up, and they can breach and all that and come up out of the water.
But once they're on the beach, they're not moving through the sand, are they?
Yeah, they're not all of a sudden going to be like, and here's a 3-foot leap, a 6-foot leap or something. They need the speed through the water to come up and breach.
I mean, it was just the whole, like, there was no panic whatsoever.
Yeah.
Everyone on the beach was just like, whatever.
I actually have I have a bad line directly from that same sort of section. The lifeguard is out there shouting, "Everybody off the beach immediately!" It's like, why? At this point, we don't have the massive storm surge. We don't have the Sharknados. We've just got
it's just
sharks in the water.
Yeah. So if you're on the beach, if you're on dry land, you're probably quite safe at this point.
Yeah.
Because like you say, they didn't know about the Sharknados. But it was the way that everyone was just so chilled about it. But then when I realised, well, actually, yeah, you don't really need to panic because they're not walking onto the beach, are they?
Yeah, but then also, one thing, the reason everyone's so chilled is because it's footage of just people on the beach.
Yeah.
And I noticed there's a lot through the film when you've got them driving through the pouring rain and there's sharks swimming about.
Yeah,
in the background of the footage, it's just normal cars driving by on the Los Angeles roads. And also, it's a Sharknado, and there's rain falling down on the car. But when you're seeing footage around, it's a bright sunny day Los Angeles as well.
That's the other thing is there's when there is like the full-on hurricane and sharks everywhere.
Aye.
People are just pootling around, driving like normal, and mooching around the shops, and the shops are open. It's like, okay, would you not be closing your shop and running and trying to get somewhere safe?
Capitalism demands
that
like, people
we can't
remain
afford
shopping.
to have a day off.
No.
I did have one other bad scene.
Go on.
Which is when they find Matt, Finn's son. Right, so at this point, by the time we find Matt, the tornadoes are in full swing and they're sucking people and planes. Even a plane gets sucked up into a tornado. The tornado's there. It's like, you're dead. Yeah. And they... So it's Matt, and there's a couple of other people, isn't there with him, and then there's obviously his dad.
That's Bobby and Llewellyn.
His dad and mum and his sister, isn't it?
Yes.
So there's a few of them. They hide behind this tiny, probably about one person big, flimsy bit of metal, and it's protecting all of them. And they hide behind that and hold that against their bodies. And this tornado has just sucked a plane into the air. Can't touch them. It's like, okay, this is when we had to use our imagination and go, it's movie land.
Yeah, that was one. Yeah, it was definitely a movie land.
It was ridiculous. They're just behind this, and it was flimsy, like it was flapping about in the wind. But I was like, that would have gone immediately. If they could suck a plane into it, that little flimsy bit of metal was not saving you.
And it doesn't just suck the plane, and the plane is like eventually dragged up. The plane is picked up like whoop. Yeah. Gone.
Yeah. But yet they're safe behind this little bit of metal.
Do you know why they're safe behind this little bit of metal?
Why?
Because Finn is holding on.
Oh, because,
he's holding it.
He's the hero.
And he's the hero. And a hero will save us. Anyway, yeah.
Did you have a bad scene?
I do have one bad scene.
Okay.
So very early in the film, we are in Finn's bar.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is our introduction to Nova and her having the hots for Finn.
Yeah.
She absolutely overtly flirts with him in the bar. Okay. And she is all over him. And I think this is a scene written by a man. Okay, first of all. This young woman is just so taken with Finn. Of course. And she basically grabs him and almost is assaulting him just in the bar.
Yeah, which you couldn't get away with the other way around, could you?
No. You absolutely couldn't.
Yeah.
You absolutely couldn't. And it's like, it was a really, really cringy.
Which is annoying when they do that in movies because I suppose you do get it the other way around in movies, but it's kind of, it's almost like people think it's acceptable if it's a woman touching a man, but it's like, he's not consenting to this. He's told you he's not interested.
He's absolutely saying,
it's still not okay.
Stop this. I'm your boss.
Yeah.
Get
it's
off
still sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Whichever way around it is. And
then Baz is like, I'm not your boss.
Yeah, I know.
You can.
He's so desperate, isn't he?
Fucking hell. Honestly, and I've got a bad character, which is Baz. Just leading on from bad scenes. You only have one bad scene.
No, I just did my bad
You had
scenes.
the two bad scenes. That was my bad scene, but that does lead me into a bad character of Baz. His one-liners are awful. Yeah. He has all these little lines thrown in and around, and
he's
they're
just a bit of a sleaze, isn't he?
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Terrible lines.
He is a bit of a pointless character.
He really is a pointless character. I've actually just wrote down, what is the point of him? That's my note. What is the point of Baz? He's Australian. Nothing against Australians, but they throw in Vegemite jokes at him. This is why the shark didn't take his leg off, because sharks don't like Vegemite. Hey.
Yeah, they're just not funny, are they?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. And I think the only point of Baz is at one point, Matt and Nova are talking about making bombs to blow up the tornadoes, and Nova goes, "How's that going to work?" And then Baz goes, "Well, a tornado is created when cold air meets hot air, and it creates negative pressure, blah, 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 and the tornado forms. And if you throw a bomb in and it explodes, it can normalise the pressure and disperse the tornado. And then that's it."
Yeah.
All throughout the movie, Baz is a fucking moron.
Yep.
But now...
He certainly is.
He's a scientist.
Yeah. That's not
Get in the bin, Baz. Get in the bin.
That's not how things work, is it? You can't be a total moron and then come out with a gem of an idea. Or,
no,
I don't
think you can.
No. I
don't think you can. I mean, even Elon Musk, he's a total moron. He stole other people's ideas.
Yeah.
He's not having this one little kernel of knowledge. No. If you're listening, Elon.
People are pretty
get back in your
consistent
keyhole.
with their intelligence level, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are very consistent.
Trump. Come out of bullshit time after time.
Yeah, I could
you
say
ain't
that
getting
now.
anything intelligent out of him, are you?
I could say things about Trump now because I'm not going to New Orleans for work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to get
Not
stopped at
now.
border control and going,
Yeah.
on this date you said this on the podcast. I think I'd probably said things in the podcast before.
Okay, so you had bad...
Yeah, so that was my bad character.
I've got bad special effects.
Oh, yeah, go on.
So, I have got good special effects as well.
Yes.
But there was a point where a Ferris wheel comes loose.
Yes.
And it comes loose and it rolls down the road, and a man tries to dive out of the way. It's just like an extra, isn't he?
Yeah.
He tries to dive out of the way, but it rolls over him, but it looks awful.
It really
and
does.
And actually, there's a few times where they've just been plonked onto a background, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it's so clearly they're not there. And
I
there's
have
also
the exact same bit with the Ferris wheel. Exact same bit.
There was also a bit where a man got dragged under the water. So this was the thing as well. When they're driving down the road and it's getting flooded, there was maybe 2 foot of water, if that. And there's all these sharks swimming in it. And we did look it up, and actually they can swim in quite shallow water.
Yeah.
But this wasn't.
But this isn't one of those like sharks that swim in that shallow water. Again, this is
these were big
made
sharks.
to look like a hammerhead or a great white in the water, and they ain't swimming in 3 feet of water, and it's not even 3 feet because it's up to like the shin bone maximum. 2 feet
and
maximum.
Man gets dragged down at one point, and you're like, that water wasn't deep enough for a shark to be in the first place, and it just looked ridiculous when he got dragged down. Stuff like that just looked awful. All of the CGI.
Yeah.
So there's a bit where a shark gets on top of a car and bites through the roof, which just looks terrible. There's also when Finn goes to find his ex. So him and the kid's mum have broken up. She's got a new boyfriend, Colin, and they've got 2 kids together, like grown-up kids, aren't they? But he goes to the ex's house and he persuades her to leave and try and get somewhere safe. And as they drive away from her house, her entire house just disintegrates in this tornado.
Yeah.
But there's a house right next door to it, and that's absolutely fine. I'm like literally right next door, not like a massive gap apart. They're next door to it. They're detached, but they're next door. It was like stuff like that was just. But then I suppose, I'm in 2 minds with a lot of this stuff because I'm like, but that is quite funny. So is that a good?
Oh, I see what you mean.
See what I mean? Like with this movie, it's not clear in my mind which bits I liked because they're ridiculous and it's a bad movie we're watching, and which bits I think, should I slate it for that, or should I actually, that was actually quite good because we're bearing in mind we're watching a bad movie.
And do you know what?
Things like that.
I think the distinction is because this film is not trying to take itself seriously.
Yeah, I guess so, because a lot of the movies we watch are.
Yeah. And because it's not, it makes these bad things endearing.
We could let it
almost.
Off, yeah.
It's a strange phenomenon. The less they care and the worse it is, the better it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know that thing we said about idiots sometimes having a really good idea?
I think you just did
I just did it. That's it. That's it for my life now. No more. Oh.
I think you've peaked.
I peaked in high school. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. My special effects, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously the Ferris wheel crushing the guy. That was was exactly as you said. There's also another bit where it hits the building that ultimately stops it.
Okay.
And it's very much like that computerized hitting a building.
Yeah.
And this is a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not light. It would have had some momentum moving, but it also
Yeah.
would have lost momentum. And it hits this building, this concrete multi-story building.
Yeah.
And makes a massive dented hole in it.
Yeah.
Massive dented hole. It's just really bad. Honestly, if you haven't watched this film, watch it for the special effects. They are terrible. But my favourite special effect is at the very beginning, the poachers of the shark fins.
Yeah.
One of the poachers is attacked by a shark. So we're from Captain Santiago's point of view. He's looking up out of the galley. Up some stairs. The guy's like, Captain, you've got to come up here. Bang, shark takes him. Next we see, the captain runs up onto the deck, and the next we see this guy, he's being, and I've written it down, like, he's being sucked into a great white, like someone slopping spaghetti. So it's like, just like slopping them in piece by piece. And I'm pretty sure sharks don't eat like that. But it was
Yeah.
terrible the way you're looking at this shark that's in the shape of a great white but smaller than it would be, and it's sucking a guy in. Very important I say the sentence like that. Sucking the guy in, and there's not enough room for him to actually go in where the shark. It's like people assume shark stomachs in this film are human sized.
Yes.
That's just
very much.
not how it works.
It's not how it works, but that point about that them thinking that's how it works leads to my favourite scene, which I want to talk about in the good.
In the good, okay.
So,
I think I know
Yeah.
the scene you mean.
Yeah.
Is this Colin?
This is the end scene.
Oh, the
where-
very end. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What about? I have 2 deaths and I've got 3 lines left.
I've got line and I've got stunt.
Okay. Do you want to go with stunt?
Yeah. So when you did mention it in the synopsis. So when they find the school bus of kids stranded,
Okay.
Finn just abseils down a bridge to rescue the kids, and he's just got the abseiling equipment. Where'd that come from?
Yes. Great.
He's got
point.
a harness and a rope,
So
and he knows how to abseil.
Finn keeps saying this particular phrase, right? Let me find it. It's a Latin phrase which means always prepared or something. I'll see if I can find it. They haven't listed it in IMDb, but he says a Latin phrase about always being prepared.
Yeah, but did he have anything on him when he set out? He didn't, did he?
Well, at one point, Nova says to him, "Why have you got so many shotgun shells in your car?" And then he says, "Oh, this always be prepared."
Oh, so he had the stuff in his car. Was that weird?
So I'm assuming that he's got survival stuff in his car.
Stuff in his car. Anyway, while he's abseiling down this bridge, one of the sharks jumps out of the water and is climbing the abseil rope with its mouth, which looks ridiculous. So that was that little stunt, and then also Matt flies a helicopter into a tornado to throw bombs.
Yeah.
We saw a plane get sucked into this tornado.
Yeah.
And Matt manages to successfully fly a helicopter very close to a tornado to throw bombs, because they decide that throwing bombs at the sharks will explode the sharks and then it'll kill off all the sharks. So, yeah, not the best plan, mate.
No.
When you've already seen a plane being sucked into the tornado, but he goes with it and it works. So I guess I kind of got to give him some credit for that. But yeah, again, just terrible stunt. Like just the whole idea of it.
It's the terrible plan.
Yeah.
It really is a terrible plan. Now, you mentioned in your stunt the bus, didn't you?
Yes.
So I have a bad death.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of death line, but it's the bus driver.
Yeah.
Because you're in a shark movie and you don't get killed by a shark.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Mum, Dad, I got a part in
Yeah.
Sharknado, this new movie about sharks attacking Los Angeles. I get killed by
A sign.
a sign. So he literally says, the bus driver says to Finn, "Oh, my mum always told me Hollywood would kill me," and then literally gets crushed by the Hollywood sign. But it's not just getting crushed. That you might think, "Oh, that's ironic."
Yeah.
But it's the way it happens. The Hollywood sign is being ripped across, right? And ultimately hits the guy. But it's like so much of this kind of like strange, like trying to dodge signs and the wording, the letters that are flying by, and it's like dodges left, dodges right, no, and then the last one just crush. I mean, just give us just like completely random crush.
Yeah.
Oh, Mum said Hollywood would always kill me. Bang, the all lands on him. Just that.
Like, on Final Destination, on the first one.
Yeah.
They get really silly in the end, but the first one wasn't too bad when it came out. There's a bit in that where the woman's just one of the characters. I can't remember the names, but one of the characters just standing near the road or on the road, and this bus just comes out of nowhere and just takes her out, and you don't see it coming at all. You don't expect it. The bus is out of shot. All of a sudden, she's just taken out by a bus. They've made it look quite good as well. I remember watching that and thinking, "Whoa!" Like that came out of nowhere.
How did they do that as well?
But that was really good.
Yeah,
they could have done that with this, but because once it's swinging about all over the place, then you know what's going to happen. They need to just be like, right.
Takes all the impact out.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, sure
kind of,
like
not for him, but like the impact of that death would have been so much. I think would have been a much funnier, more iconic scene.
Yeah, it would. Because you wouldn't be expecting it either, but once it's swinging around and you're like, well, he's going to get hit by the sign then, isn't he?
And by all means, let's see the sign come crashing down, maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
We cut away from it, we're rescuing them.
And then it just...
And then he's like, Mum said Hollywood would kill me. Crunch. Yeah,
but not when it's like he's dodging around. Thinking he's going to get hit.
Really, really painful. Yeah. Really painful. Right. I'm just checking down through. I've got one more bad death. Okay. So George, the barfly, right?
Yeah.
He's with our band of merry wanderers at the beginning of the film. Okay. Now, what happens then is George gets left behind for a moment in this underpass when they're trying to get onto the freeway.
Yeah.
And this water washes over him, dead.
Yeah.
That's it. And then we just see a little puddle of blood. That's it.
Yeah.
He's with our main characters. He doesn't have anything heroic or redeeming.
Yeah.
It's not even a brutal death. It's just whoosh of water, he's gone, and then they move on with the rest of the film.
Which again just makes him so pointless.
Yeah.
It didn't even give us a good death.
There wasn't any point in having him
no point, that character.
with the crew. No. Technically, there was more point in Baz because he tricks out the car with all the bombs that they used to destroy the third tornado.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for Baz, so ultimately that's the point of Baz, which I was like, what is the point of him? But there's less point of George, but he was a much better character. Kill Baz off. Have George be an old grizzled, special effects guy, because he lives in Beverly Hills. Have him be an old special effects guy who knew how to rig up explosives for movies or something.
Yeah, it didn't make
Have
sense,
him.
did it?
Yeah, it didn't make sense at all. So then I'm left with lines.
Yeah.
What lines have you got?
I've got, it's heading for the airport. We have to stop the tornado before it gets there. Now, a couple of things in this. Bit ridiculous.
Enlighten.
Well, it's just a ridiculous thing to say, isn't it? We're going to stop a tornado before it gets somewhere. Like, how are you going to stop a tornado?
Yeah.
And their whole idea of throwing bombs at a tornado.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how you stop a tornado.
I don't think it
might kill
is.
some of the sharks that are in it, but it won't stop the actual tornado itself. And the fact that you think you can... I mean, don't they move pretty quickly, tornadoes.
I think they can,
That
yeah.
you're like, we're
Yeah.
going to catch this tornado and stop it before it gets somewhere. It was just like, and they do, but it is ridiculous, isn't it? It's a ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's not something you can stop, really, is it? Like,
No, it's not. It's
in the
not.
real world.
And if you could stop a tornado by throwing bombs at
They
it,
would.
they would, yeah.
If you could stop a tornado in any way, experts would, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
because
wouldn't they?
do a lot of damage and take a lot of lives.
Yeah, do you think the billions in property damage
Yeah.
in the tornado alley, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just annoyed me more than anything, I think, because I was like, what a ridiculous thing to say. And if I was with somebody, if I was in the middle of this situation and somebody said that, I'd be like, what are you talking about, you prick? Stop a tornado before it gets to the airport. What are you talking about?
Oh, I know, honestly. What the hell? It's just so stupid, isn't
I
it?
know.
Now,
So you had some bad lines, didn't you?
I do have a few bad lines. I'm going to start out with some of the easier ones, and I'm going to get to the most egregious bad line in the film,
Okay.
right? So, Nova says, it's like Old Faithful,
Yeah.
right, at one point, looking at the like water gushing from places. And Baz goes, we're going to need faith to get through this. Fuck off, Baz.
Yeah.
Absolutely do one.
Know when to stop talking.
Maybe that's not even that bad a line. Maybe I just hate him so much.
I think I'm starting to get that impression.
Yeah, And it was like- that was actually quite violent. A violent outburst from me, and I'm sorry, everyone. If you spilled your coffee, please don't sue. We have no money.
We really don't.
We really don't. I maybe be able to stretch to, I don't know, reupholstering something that you might have spelled something on with that.
Don't make promises that we can't
Yeah,
fulfill.
okay,
please.
okay. All right, I won't. Now, I've got another one for Finn.
Yeah.
Right? This is right at the beginning of the movie. He's suffering, and there's another suffer lady who's sort of suffering with him. Not with him, but I think he's kind of flirting with her a little bit because he's a real ladies' man. Anyway, she's knocked off of her surfboard, right, by a shark.
Yeah.
And Finn spots sharks in the water. And she's maybe 50 or 60 feet away from the shore at this point, right? And he shouts, "Hey, get out of the water!"
Yeah.
Finn, think about it. She's not just going to get out the water. Maybe tell it something else. Shark, swim to shore. Get out the water. I'm about a 2-minute swim away. Leave me be.
Yeah.
I'm dragging a surfboard with me. Please. Very, very disgusting. Now, the next line is Baz again.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So there's a lot of blood in the water because
There
of a
is.
shark attack.
Yep.
And Baz goes, "It looks like that time of the month."
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell, Baz.
I blanked that from my memory.
Honestly, I'm so sorry I brought it back up again. But it's just like, this is the sum of his
14-year-old boy
lines.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's dreadful. He's a fully grown man and he's coming out with shit like that.
I think actually even my 12-year-old would groan at that.
Yeah. At least Nova had one about Shark Week, but she was actually referencing Discovery Channel Shark Week.
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, come on.
Terrible.
Baz. But that's not even the worst line. So, Finn is a bit estranged from his family, right?
Yep.
Claudia is very, very upset with him because he's going at great risk to save his son Matt. And she's saying to him, "You always go for him, never me, blah, blah, blah," right? And she's like, obviously this is not, in this instance, this is a much more of a thing in their family history because she's always seemed quite upset with him, right? But Finn says this to her: "I came for you first. Try to remember that." Now, I put that line down because the way he says it, there's an unspoken line after it. The way he says it is very much, "I came for you first. Try to remember that, you ungrateful little bitch." Because he doesn't say it like, he doesn't say it to his daughter like, "I came for you first.
Yeah.
I knew you were at that house.
Yeah.
And you were the first thing that came to my mind."
Yeah.
He's literally, "Yeah, I came to you first. Try to remember that, eh? Will you?
Yeah.
You ungrateful cow."
Yeah. It smacks of narcissistic parent. Like, you should be grateful for everything I do for you.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you are my dad, and I was in danger. My life was in danger.
You should forgive everything I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because of this one act.
Yes.
Yeah. That's healthy.
Yes.
That's real healthy.
Yeah. Let's forget every bad thing I ever do, but let's remember constantly if I do one little good thing. And she is ungrateful because he didn't have to go and get her.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He is her dad.
Yeah, but at the end of the film, he ends up back with his estranged wife. I think that's really what he was after.
Yeah,
I think that's really what he was on.
A toxic relationship.
Yeah, and he didn't really do much to save Colin. Let's put it that way.
Poor Colin.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Colin was a bit of a dick as well.
He was a dick, but he wasn't a bad person, was he? He was just a bit of a dick. Colin.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Colin's a dick. Not as much of a dick as Baz, though. Baz is a complete dick. Anyway, that's it for me. I don't have anything more bad about this film.
Okay, so how would you improve it?
Yeah, I forgot about this until we sat down
we've done this for a while.
to do this to actually record the episode. How would I improve this film? I'd remove Baz.
Yeah, 100%.
Replace him with a George character. Don't kill off George.
Yeah,
because I think the George actor and character had a lot more going on than Baz. Baz is completely unnecessary. Get rid of him completely. Yeah. There you go. 5-star film. That'll do it. I promise you.
If you could improve some of the special effects, if you can take this movie for what it is, obviously you can't take it seriously because it's Sharknado. But if you could improve the special effects, I think it would have been a lot better. Because we've watched movies that are terrible, but they've got quite good special effects. Yeah. And it does make it more enjoyable to watch because if you can believe some of the deaths more, then look at Cocaine Bear. Yeah. When they came out of that ambulance, and her face was being scraped along the ground, they made that look so good.
Although I would say Cocaine Bear probably had at least 20 times the budget of this film. True. But
that helps, doesn't it? The budget helps.
But
we have watched
low
budget movies,
very low budget films
very good special effects before.
Yeah.
So I would improve the special effects on this. Mm-hmm. And I agree with you about taking Baz out of it completely.
Yeah.
So what are you scoring it?
Oh, see, because it is a classic. It's a really well loved movie, and I found it hard to find. I found it easier to find bad bits, but the bad bits were still, a lot of the bad bits were still fun.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with 3.5 for this film. Okay. It's not amazing. It's good fun to sit and watch, but also if I didn't see it again, I think the last time I watched it was like 2015.
So good 10, 11 years.
Yeah. If it was another 10, 11 years, I don't think I'd miss it.
Yeah.
But I was okay watching it a second time, Yeah. Yeah. So 3.5 stars for me.
I was going to give it 3.
Okay.
Because I didn't think this was a bad watch. It wasn't. Some films we've really struggled through. It's been like a chore to get through. Yeah. It wasn't that at all. It didn't feel long. I mean, it wasn't a long film anyway, but some films drag and they feel really long. Yeah. When I'm getting up and going, I'm just going to make another cup of tea. That's what I'm like, I can't do any more.
Do you want me to pause it? No, it's fine.
Or we've even sometimes when we've really struggled gone, should we just finish this later? We'll watch the rest of it separately, or just to get through it because we can't sit there any longer. So it wasn't like that at all. It's only like an hour and a half, isn't it, or so?
It is, yes. An hour and 26 minutes.
I did drag on a bit more because we had to watch it with adverts.
Oh, we did, yes, on Plex or something, whatever it was.
They always put an advert right in the middle of a sentence or something, and you're like, that's or something.
Yeah, they don't place adverts very well. They just go bang at this time, bang at this time.
At all, So I didn't find it a difficult watch. There's lots of fun in it, and even some of the bad things I've said, I've also questioned: was that bad or was that quite good? Because it is a bad movie. Yeah. So I think a good solid 3. Okay. I have got some good stuff to talk about on the flip side. So 3 out of 5 for me. Yeah, cool. All right. Is that it? We just score it. What else? We just score it and say goodbye. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We've forgotten how we do this. Yeah, I know. It's been so long. It really has been, hasn't it? But absolutely, what we're going to do now is we're going to go and record the flip side, which is going to be looking at all the good bits of Sharknado,
And if you want to join us over there for the very, very humble price of $3 per month, if you're signing up on an Apple device, by the way, it might be a little bit more because Apple charges Patreon a fee for subscriptions via an Apple device. So top tip, if you do want to subscribe to us, go onto the website via your computer and save a little bit of money, or don't buy Apple. There you go. Go Android. Who am I to say? But we don't see the extra. It's literally Apple charging them. So if you want to save yourself a little bit of money, nudge nudge, wink wink, say no more. But in order to do that, I don't know why I bothered saying any of that. You're all adults. You all know what you all can look up stuff on the internet. But I'll tell you anyway. No, oh my God! Stop talking, David. Come to see us on www.patreon.com/ICBadMovies, and you will be able to find loads of flip sides, loads of special episodes as well. And we look forward to seeing you there. But for now, it's bye from me.
And bye from me.